Welcome to Community Spotlight, the program featuring our young people in a very positive way. Hi, I'm Jack Frost, and we're here at the Chamber of Commerce building to honor some great young people. And we've got a lot of introductions to be made. I've got to make one comment that really doesn't pertain to the program, but I was in Los Angeles on the plane at 12 o'clock Los Angeles time, which is 2 o'clock here. The plane was to leave at 12:55, and I was to be in Austin, Texas at 5:45. We get on the plane and they have a mechanical problem. Oh, it'll be an hour and a half. Well, an hour and a half came by. Well, they're still working to find the problem. 3:30 came along. Oh, we found the problem, but we got to go get parts. And I just want to say a word, and the gentleman asked me to send it, and I talked to Dale to send him a tape because I had told him about this program, and they're great young people. Stan Kellum, who is the right arm of the musical group Jimmy Buffett. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I see some heads no and shaking yes, so good. He does all the camera work. He makes the arrangements. They're going, I think, to Milwaukee and Chicago, and he said they had just been at the Naval Academy. And when you're 91 years old, soon in August I'll be 92, you need some help on a situation like that. And I told him, I said, I've got to get to Texas. He took charge. He went over, and I don't know who all he talked to, but he got us on another plane. Not only did he get us on another plane, but he went up to the lady that gets you on the, clicks it off. I don't know what to call them anyway, but they put me at the head of the line. I'm sure he said, I've got an old 91-year-old guy, and we need to take care of him. But seriously, they did. They opened the door and put me up front. And Stan Kellum from California, he's down here this week. His parents live in Texas. And I just want him to know that I'm here today because of his help. As it was, we didn't get in till nearly 11 o'clock last night. But I do appreciate the Good Samaritan to seeing that I was taken care of. And with that, then, I want to start giving some introductions here. And I'd like for you to stand. And if you don't mind standing, and hold your applause until all of them have been introduced. Jim Johnson, Chamber of Commerce President. Stand up, Jim. Thank you very much for these facilities. Dr. Fred Brent. Dr. Brent, thank you and all your school people. Young people, they go out of their way, not for Jack Frost, but for you young people because of the love, concern, and appreciation for you students. You're special to these school people. And I want you to know I think it's great that they take the time to come out to this program. And Dr. Brent, you and your other people I'll be introducing, we thank you so very much. Brian Hallmark, Assistant Superintendent of Campus Leadership and Operations. We appreciate you being here. Lannon Heflin, GISD-CTIO. Suzanne Marshman. Where is Suzanne? Suzanne, thank you very much. Dr. Dave Denny. Great. These people are just great. Now, I see that you young people realize that and know how much they love you. Roseanne Ken 2, Eastview High School Assistant Principal. Roseanne, thank you. Mickey Brown, Eastview High School Administrative Assistant. Thank you.
Kendall Holt.
All right. Then we go to Wes Vanacek, Georgetown High School Principal.
You skipped one. Kendall Holt.
I never make a mistake. Kendall, where is Kendall? Kendall, forgive me. Remember, that's the first mistake I've ever made. 91 years young, and to make a mistake, that hurts me. But thank you. Thank you, Linda. I don't know what I'd do without Jean Kitchens and Linda Silva. They keep me going, keep my feet on the ground. I'm serious. I appreciate those two. All right, and Mickey Brown. Did Mickey stand up? Where's Mickey? Mickey, thank you. Thank you. Wes Vanacek, you're already up and at him. Yeah. Now, Wes, this is your first year here, is that right? Second year. Second year. My goodness, made 2 mistakes here in 5 minutes. Don't tell too many people that happened.
We can back up. That was, yes, first year.
Thank you for saving me, Wes. Shannon Henson. Shannon, thank you. Shalene Gilly. Did I get that right, Shalene? I've quit making mistakes then. Thank you. And this lady has been helpful to us for a number of years. I appreciate her so much. And that's Lucy Charpentier. Lucy, did I get that right? Good. We do. You've, for years, you've helped with this program, and we appreciate it. All right, that's all the school people, and I want to say, before we give them a big round of applause, how much we appreciate each and every one of you. Dr. Brent, you can be proud of your staff and your students and your faculty, and we thank you for your service because you appreciate these young people. You're our pride and joy. You're America's future, and these leaders love and appreciate you. Let's let them know we appreciate them. All right, now we have some other dignitaries, and we'd like for you to stand, and if you will, again, hold applause till we've introduced all of them. Janie Freeberg. Did I get Janie? Where is Janie?
Got it right.
Right here. Did I get that right, Janie?
Well done.
Thank you. And we do appreciate you, and I'm going to say more about First Texas Bank in here in a little bit. She's Vice President for Marketing and Communications, and she can communicate, I will assure you. Van Swift. He has replaced my good friend Barry Haig as president of First Texas Bank, and I understand they've moving Barry upstairs. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Y'all understand, young people, what I mean? That's an old country term. It means promotion. I'm sure I don't have to explain it, but anyway. And Ida Lou Collins. Miss Collins, would you her husband was a great school man, you school people, a member of the club, and she has dedicated 2 of the scholarships that Dr. Bill Farney will be handing out here in a moment. Thank you, Lou. All right, let's give these poor folks a big hand. Now then, the Jack Frost Foundation. I want to say how blessed I have been. Especially blessed here in this town of Georgetown. And the Optimist Club was Optimist Club, and they changed it to the Jack Frost Foundation. And these are the people responsible. Linda Silva, Secretary Treasurer. Where's Linda? Here's y'all been talking. Stand up, Linda. Now, Linda is not only Secretary Treasurer, she does just about everything. I cannot explain or say enough words of praise for Linda. And her husband, Chuck. Chuck is not here, but he was here earlier and helped set up the tables, and he wasn't feeling well and he left. But Chuck and Linda are great lovers of young people. They serve and give of their time because of their feeling for our young people. Linda, thank you so much. Oh, Dr. Bill Farney. Dr. Bill, would you stand up? Dr. Bill is famous as one of the greatest coaches, school superintendent.
Face the camera, Bill.
And UIL athletic director, and then the director of entire UL system. I've said this before, and I'll say it again. I think he's the best that the state has ever had, Dr. Bill. And he's also known for choosing a great lady as his wife. LaRonda Farney. Rhonda Farney's a member of this group, a foundation group, and one of the greatest coaches and greatest lady, and it's just tremendous. And I have to put this personal word in. The reason I'm in Los Angeles is my daughter, who graduated here in Georgetown in 1988, is a medical doctor, and she's a single parent. And Papa is in Los Angeles to help take care of her. And when she's just turned 13, we had her 13th party last Saturday. And when she was 8 years old, Dr. Rhonda Farney, asked my little Lily to sing the national anthem at the Frost tournament, basketball tournament. And some of you are shaking your head, you're just saying you remember that. Well, I want you to know what she started. That little girl is now 13, but this past January she was invited to sing at Los Angeles Clippers. Last December, Dallas Mavericks. She's invited twice to Kansas City Royals baseball. She sings at the high schools. The fact is, it's the #1 team in Southern California. Boys and girls had a discussion. The boys had her to sing, and the girls' #1 team coach wanted her to sing for them, but they were at the same day and all, and they couldn't be in both places. And the boys' coach said, "No way." Said, "That girl, Lily, is going to sing at our ball games as long as we're in the playoffs." And they went 3 games into the playoffs, and Lily was singing with them and down at Dale Diamond. I have to put that in because I appreciate it so much. So many people have done so much for me and my family. Dale Hoffman. 1990, I think it was, Dale.
Close to it, plus or minus a year.
You're supposed to say, "Oh man, you got it right."
Jack, back then you was only like 25.
Came to me and asked if I would take over the program, which we've called Community Spotlight, and now we've merged. It's all Frost Foundation. But we've given thousands of dollars in scholarships, and it all started with that man right back there. And he's a strong supporter of young people. Thank you, Dale. Troy Rodriguez is not here, but he's with Sierra Microwave, and Sierra Microwave was one of the sponsors from the beginning. And Jean Kitchens. Jean, stand up. Where are you, little lady? Now, you talk about somebody, we've been very great friends since my wife passed away in 2006. And just a while ago, she directed me to go to the bathroom and correct my hair. Go in there and smooth your hair. And I have to put up with all that with Linda and Jean. They, like I say, they make sure I'm down on the ground. Jean, thank you. Let's give these folks a good hand. Now then, do we have any recipients of the Jack Frost Citizen Award here from Eastview or Georgetown? Would you stand up for just a moment? Janie, if you and your new president will stand up, I want to say a word. This program first started in 1990, about then, if Dale will not allow, disagree with me. And they were first sponsors. The Frost Citizen of the Month was started in '87. First Texas Bank was one of the first sponsors, and they have remained so through all these years. Young people, you got that bond for Frost Citizen. You can thank First Texas Bank. And my daughter that I mentioned a moment ago graduated in '88, Dr. Sophia Cohen. She's also a co-sponsor with First Texas Bank. And I have to say thank you to my sweet daughter. And thank you to First Texas Bank. Let's give these young people a good hand in First Texas. Thank you, thank you. Now then, sponsors. You've got to have financial support, and I'd like to say again, sponsors, would you stand up, please? First Texas Bank, if y'all stand. Sierra Microwave, Troy Rodriguez is not here, but Troy is strong. Troy and his sweet wife, they were band president or headed up the band boosters program for 2 years while their youngsters were in high school. And Troy has paid for the meal through the years also. And Sierra Microwave was one of the first sponsors along with First Texas Bank. So even though he's not here, we want to say thank you to Troy Rodriguez and his Sierra Microwave. City of Georgetown, Jim Briggs is not here, but the city, Dale, last name skips me, the mayor. Dale Ross? Dale Ross, yeah. And we thank them. Pitt Barbecue. Picky. Picky people pick the pit. Thank you. And Mrs. Idalou Collins, would you stand, please? All right, let's say thank you to these folks. Now then, we're down to the part that you're going to see some great young people. I'm amazed every year, Dr. Brandt, at you and your administrators and faculty, at the great accomplishments of these young people. How we appreciate them. And here to make the presentation is the one and only Dr. Bill Farney. Dr. Farney.
Thank you. So nice things. Boy, he always says nice things. He really does. Thank you, Jack Frost, not only for this, but for years of service to Georgetown Independent School District. You know, if I were giving a prayer, I would say, first of all, thank you for this school district, for the administrators at the local level, the counselors, the superintendent, assistant superintendents, all the administrative staff, the challenges they face every year and will continue to face as the state seems not to want to fund the schools at the level they need to be funded. I think we do a marvelous job in this district of taking the resources we have and using them to the best benefit of all the students involved. So I would be thankful for that. I would also be thankful for the parents of this school district. You're doing something right. And as we look at the young people that you represent, we're amazed. You know, you can hear a lot of bad things about young people today, but I will assure you that as we have our monthly meetings, that we come across the cream of the crop in this district. We are proud of that, but we're thankful as well that you've chosen to live here, to raise your children here, and you that are going to school, that you are students and citizens, and you'll always remember not only that you are a proud patriot, or Eagle Fight never dies, but that you are a citizen of this community. As we call the names of our recipients, I want to thank again the people who've donated the money and given the money and the scholarships, because that's very, very important. As we continue to grow in number of students, we have a need to expand our financial base so that we can give more students, because every year, as Linda will tell you, there are so many applicants that are deserving that we can't get scholarships for because you've outshone those that are very bright themselves. So we need more funds. So if you have any money laying around, we would like to have it for Jack Frost Foundation. Can you imagine you doing this at 91, Brent? You'd be a good candidate for it. You really would. Stand as I call your name. I'm going to introduce the parents and say a little bit about each recipient. And you need to face the camera when you stand. Dale likes your picture. The first recipient, in no particular order, Bryce Beckstrom. Bryce, will you stand? A list of the top awards and activities: a peer tutor for chemistry, parliamentarian for the Rho Kappa Honor Society, secretary of Mu Alpha Theta Honor Society, National Merit Commended Scholar, member of the National Honor Society, and plans after graduation to attend the University of Texas at Dallas and major in biochemistry. Proudly represented today by Ken and Denise Beckstrom parents. Thank you very much. Haley Black.
She's not here.
Not here? Well, I'll go ahead and
Grandmother's here.
do what?
Her grandmother's
Her grandmother's here. Tony and Thomas Page are the parents.
That's grandma.
Grandma, okay. And she, literary magazine editor-in-chief at Eastview High School, secretary of Rho Kappa, member of Mu Alpha Theta, Quill and Scroll, Sociedad Honoraria Hispanica, and plans after graduation to attend Southwestern University and major in business and/or communications. Haley Black. She is now taking an AP test, which is a good excuse for not being here. Yes, very good. Jake Brown from Eastview High School. Parents David and Mickey Brown. Jake. 4x100 and 4x200 relay team regional qualifier. Broke school record in both events. And volunteer at Georgetown Youth Football and Cheer Association. Earned a second-degree black belt in karate. Don't mess with this guy. EVHS Homecoming Court in 2017. Honorable mention All-District Football Team at cornerback. Plans after graduation to go to Sul Ross State University and study kinesiology and play football. Congratulations. From GHS, Jack Bumgardner with Eric and Kirsten Bumgardner as parents. Student Council, Student Body President, GHS Band Trumpet Player, TMEA All-State Band Member, PALS Mentor, National Honor Society Member, Mu Alpha Theta Member, and plans after graduation to attend University of Texas at Austin. Good luck finding the parking place. And major in international relations and global studies. Congratulations, Jack. From Eastview High School, Daniel Cavazos. Jose and Rocio Cavazos as parents. And top awards and activities, a member of EVHS Orchestra, member of the EVHS Choir, volunteer at the Georgetown Public Library, member of the National Honor Society, a member of St. Helens Choir, or Church Choir. Plans to go to Texas State University and study music education. Congratulations. Lindsay Charpentier. Is that the way you pronounce it? Yeah, you are on the end there. From GHS, parents Noel and Lucy Charpentier. Good service running in that family. Top awards, Jack Frost Citizen of the Month in October of 17, GTE Student of the Month, April of 2018, CTE Student of the Year, 2018, FCCLA Family Community Career Leaders of America Vice President, ROCK Ride-On Center for Kids in Georgetown Animal Shelter Volunteer. Plans after graduation to attend Tarleton State University and major in early childhood education or child psychology. Congratulations to you, Lindsay. From GHS, Reed Corum, parents Eric and Joanne Corum. Baylor College of Medicine Imaging Research Lab summer work and projects, first to image the Orsay virus and created various materials for academic papers. That's a lot of work. Human Genome Sequencing Lab and Baylor College of Medicine built an electronic system for equipment, info, compiled data for researchers, Boy State Representative, County Court of Law Judge, Precinct Chairman, District Delegate, and State Delegate, GHS Orchestra. Do you see the theme of music running through a lot of our recipients? Georgetown Assisted Living and Tranquility Hospice Resident and Patient Volunteer. Going to the Rice University or Johns Hopkins. Got to be tough to go to either one of those. But good job, though, and major in biomedical engineering. Congratulations. Our next recipient from GHS is Carlin Fraser. Parents Lyle and Ashley Fraser. And I think at this particular time, Jack Frost wanted to say a word or two about her.
Dr. Bell, thank you. One of my critics here in Georgetown said, Frost, when they're lowering you into the grave, you're going to sit up and point that finger and say, I want to say one more thing. I wanted to especially make a comment because this young lady is Georgie. And another mistake I have to admit, I had the paper from 1978 with my wife Fran on the front page and in the first Georgie suit. And I was going to show it so that you won't know it's just frost palaver. Well, you know where that paper is? In my luggage in the room. When I walked in the door, I thought, oh, I failed to bring that. But how it came about, we were playing, I think it was Belton, and they had a tiger mascot. And my wife, Fran, who passed away, as I've said, in 2006 with cancer, said, why don't we have a mascot? She turned to the school superintendent with that comment. And I said, well, sweetie, no one's ever come forth and volunteered for it. Well, I'll take care of that. She made the first Georgie suit, paid for it herself, made it, wore it at the next ball game in November 1978, and Georgie has become a legend since then. The athletic department at that time, I have the plaque, and I have it in Los Angeles in my room. Fran Frost, Super Eagle. They did appreciate it. And Dr. Bill, I just had to put that in, and also to say her grandmother had two great sons also. Mason, the one that's the kicker for the Green Bay Packers, and was talking to her before the game, and the Green Bay is playing in Los Angeles, and we're next fall, and we're going to try to get together and have a great game and watch Mason kick that football. A great family, and thank you for your service as Georgie. Thank you, Dr. Bell.
Thank you, Jack. Dr. Jack. Carlin has been a locker volunteer, a HOSA member, state competitor, Rotary International Youth Ambassador, GHS mascot, obviously, Georgie, student council member, and homecoming chair, and plans to go to Tarleton State University and concentrate on nursing. Congratulations to you. EVHS, I hope I do this right. Acho Hose?
Oh, his first name Isaac, yes, sir. Last name
Isaac Acho? Acho. Achos. Okay, Isaac, I'm sorry. But nonetheless, very much Isaac parents, Chris and Suzanne. Very proud of all the awards and activities you've been involved with. College Board National Hispanic Scholar for scoring in the top 2% on PSAT. Great. Texas Boy State 2017. Georgetown Rotary Club Scholar. Volunteered over 150 hours of community service with Animal Shelter, The Rock, at school, and in the community. Jack Frost Citizen of the Month for January 2018. Going to Texas State University in San Marcos and study kinesiology and biology. Congratulations. Good record in high school. I know you'll do great in college.
Thank you, sir.
Dr. Bell,
Yes, sir.
I think some of the parents and the grandparents didn't stand when their student was introduced. If you didn't stand with yours, would you stand now?
Yes. Everybody needs to stand. All right. Again, parenting is not easy, but school people will tell you that it's very important they can see it. They can see good parenting. Carla Jimenez Vieira. Epi and Eddie Jimenez, if y'all would stand. Carla is social officer for the EVHS Sparklers dance team, yearbook managing editor, National Hispanic Scholar, AP Scholar with distinction and honor, Yankee Candle second assistant manager. Plans to go to Texas A&M to study kinesiology and minor in behavior. Congratulations to you, Carla, and wish you the best of luck. Lance Klusman. Ann, Kyle, and Denise Klusman. Top 10% of the class. Aerospace class completion of the RV-12 airplane. That was quite an achievement for the school district and for you guys and gals. HS Aerospace Scholar sponsored by NASA. Mu Alpha Theta member, AP Scholar Award, and plans after graduation to go to Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University and major in aerospace engineering. Great, fun future. Congratulations. From EVHS, Holly Matthews. Holly, you and Chad Matthews and Lori and Patrice Mann. I'll stand. Terry Foundation Scholar at University of North Texas, which pays for tuition and room and board for undergraduate degree, Texas Girls State attendee, social office for the EVHS Sparklers dance team and was senior dance captain for EVHS show choir, secretary of National Honor Society, and also served as part of a leadership team for the Ruby Slipper. Tell us what the Ruby Slipper is.
It's an organization that collects prom dresses and prom accessories for girls who can't afford them throughout the community, and we have an open closet, so anyone who needs a dress for prom or for any other event throughout the spring season, for balls or formals or galas, can come to the Ruby Slipper and get a dress for free. So.
And you always have dresses left over. Everybody gets a dress. That's great. Great. Going to North Texas and study political science. Congratulations to you. And I think we are with Patrick. Dylan, Patrick?
Dylan's taking an AP physics test right
Yeah, he's another one of the APers. Brian's here representing Dylan. A HOSA member, National Honor Society member, National Hispanic Recognition Program, CERTIN's member, Wildfire Restaurant host, and plans to go to University of Nebraska-Lincoln and major in biology. It's going to be cold up there.
Yes.
It really is, but it's a great university. Congratulations to Dylan, and hope he does well on his test today.
He's very appreciative.
You bet. From EVHS, Cale Perry. Bryce and Camry. Pronounce that name for me, Perry. Camry, okay. Cale is commended National Merit Scholar, President of the National Honor Society, varsity tennis team captain, American Legion Texas Boys State delegate, Rotary Youth Leadership Award recipient, and is going to Texas Christian University and study biology. Good luck to you and congratulations. We do shout.
Shall I?
We don't have.
You want me to do it?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. I guess we're doing a handoff. We have Courtney Schaller, parents Carl and Christy Schaller. Courtney's Eastview High School, National Merit Scholar, clerk for Williamson County elections, youth exchange student to Perth, Australia through the Georgetown Noon Rotary Club, Sophomore of the Year Scholarship Award by Sun City Kiwanis Club, American Legion Texas Girl State Citizen 2007. Plans after graduation, University of Texas at Dallas to study mathematics and minor in computer science. Congratulations, Courtney. Luke Seaback, parents Doug and April Seaback. National Honor Society member, top 10% of the class. GHS baseball team captain, first team all-district, academic all-district, GHS Defensive Player of the Year. Plans to attend Baylor University and major in business, sports, sponsorship, and sales. Congratulations. And we have twins today. We have Luke Skills and Olivia Skills. Did I say it right? Is it Skills? Skills. Parents are Stephen and Suzanne Skills. Now Luke says UIL Accounting Regional Champion. I also know that he interned at C.D. Bradshaw this year, or last year. And Business Professionals of America President, Class Council Treasurer, National Honor Society member, Mu Alpha Theta member. Plans to attend Texas A&M University and major in business honors and accounting. And Olivia, she's equestrian hunter jumper, National Honor Society secretary, GHS Symphony Orchestra, class council class representative, and First United Methodist Church member, volunteer, and musician. Plans to attend Texas Christian University, major in biology and pre-dentistry. Congratulations to you both. And Kyla Sutton, is she here from GHS? Okay. Parents Jason and Jacqueline Sutton. She was UIL solo state medalist, TMEA Regional Honor Choir, top 10% of her class, UIL one-act play, passed world history, U.S. history, biology, English language AP tests. She is going to attend Gustavus Adolphus and major in music education. Congratulations to Kayla. That's that program, Jack. That's all of them. I'm going to turn it back over to Jack. You have 15 minutes before they have to get back to school.
Thank you, Linda, and thank you, Dr. Bill Farney. And don't worry about that 15 minutes. It's just like I was making a speech a few years ago, and there were some youngsters sitting, three little boys on the front row, and I took my watch off and laid it over there, and one of the boys said to the other one, says, "What does that mean?" The other one said, "Doesn't mean anything." And one of my other critics here in Georgetown was introducing me as I was to speak to the Lions Club, Noon Lions Club. And in his comments and introducing me, he said, "I want you people to know that Jack Frost can talk for 2 hours on any subject. If he knows anything about it, he can talk 2 days." I had my critics, you can be assured. No, seriously, Georgetown has been great to me.
Jack, could I interrupt you for a second? Could
Oh.
I ask Isaac and Isaac Acheluz and Cale Perry to stand for a minute? They are Don Collins Scholarship recipients.
Okay.
Oh,
I just
all
wanted
right.
to give them special recognition and because Mrs. Collins has to sneak out of here.
That's
So
great.
she won't get to meet them.
And Jack also, Heavy Black just slipped in fresh from her testing, so.
All right, stand up. And also, the Georgie Scholarship was in honor of my wife, Fran Frost. The Frost family donated for the recipient specifically to go to if there's a senior, Georgette, to go to the Georgette lady. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's great to be here. And I know you parents are proud. I know your school teachers and your administrators are proud. And I've said this so much, some of these people can probably comment and say the things that I've said in the past. But those of you that are recipients here this 2018, you haven't heard it. So I'm going to say it over and over again. And when I'm 110, I'm going to be saying it. Maybe. But you young people are amazing. I just admire all the... Dr. Bill, it's unreasonable how great these young people are. Well, when I was in high school, you had 6 periods. You had to take at least 4 classes and had a study hall. Has anybody ever heard of a study hall? Is anybody old enough to have gone to one? That's where you go and study. And oh, well, the studying was great. Well, there were 3 subjects that I was great and proficient in. And one was study hall, the other was lunch, and the third was athletics. That's a lot of truth in that, more truth than you think. So I admire the academic success and the other. You do so many activities and such great students. We've got a lot of problems in America today. I'm sorry to say. But I told a group in Los Angeles just recently, I'm a flag waver. I love this country. And I believe in the young people of today, and I think that we'll work through the problems. There's a lot of hatred. And I think we'll come back to earth and realize that we must love each and every one. You're special, and you can make this world a greater place. And I know that you will as you continue. The youth of today, and I've said this before too, critics of young people look at the less than 1%. Now, it may have changed, but at least 3 years ago, less than 1% of the young people, the high school group, were problems. People overlook the 99%. And we've got to stop and think and work for a greater nation. And I think that will come about. We've had some rough times. Most of you, even a lot of the parents here today, do not remember the 60s, the protests, Vietnam, and all that. And they thought we were gone, but we worked through it. And I believe that'll happen again. And it'll be you young people to take the lead. I believe very strongly in what some young people over the nation have said, that they should feel safe in their school environment. And I think our leaders in Washington have got to realize this. And hopefully they will, and soon. But again, congratulations to each and every one of you. We're very proud of you. I thank our sponsors, and I thank the parents, as Bill has commented on. You've done a wonderful job. You can pat yourself on the back. May God bless you in all that you do, and have great success. And with that, is there anyone that wants to make a comment? Dr. Brent, you want to come up and say a word here?
No, sir, you're good.
Well, now, you're a special superintendent. Anytime I was in a meeting, if they didn't have to call on me, if they just said, does anybody want to say anything while I was at the mic before they finished their sentence?
If you let me speak now, that'd be the first mistake you've ever made.
All right. Thank you again, each and every one of you. And Dr. Bill, would you come up as we stand and lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance? Now, that's a shock to him. I didn't ask ahead of time.
We don't have a flag.
We'll do the national.
Yeah.
Pretend it's right there. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And again, thank you for coming. Proud of you. Bye-bye.